Welcome to the WangHiro podcast, where we answer Malaysians' burning questions about personal finance with fact-based answers. F&N is one of the most well-known household brands in Malaysia. But even if you love your F&N drinks like 100 plus, does it mean you should invest in the company behind it? Welcome back to Financial Audit on WangHiro, where we guide absolute beginners on their first steps into the investing world. Joining us on this show today is Salene, a Gen Z who started out having only invested in fixed deposits. Since joining our series, she has taken her first steps into the investing world by opening her brokerage account. Now we are helping her decide which company to invest in by letting her choose the company herself and then bringing it onto the show so we can analyze it together with her. In today's episode, we will be looking at F&N's investing potential with Salene. So welcome back to the show, Salene. It's been a while.
Hi. Yes. Very busy man.
Yeah, and in your line of work, at the end of business period, that is always when it's peak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, F&N, what triggered you to think about this company actually?
It's a very famous company in Malaysia. Everybody drinks sodas, and I just want to know more about F&N. It's
Okay.
like Nestle.
Understand. So, let's start with the basics. What do they do and how do they make money? So I'm going to share quickly my screen. So quite surprisingly, I just want to ask both the ladies, in terms of sugar content for 100 plus and Coca-Cola, which one do you think is more?
I think it's 100 plus because it's energy drink.
Louis, what do you think?
I maybe had Coca-Cola.
Okay, it's 100 plus is slightly more. Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting,
Because
right?
100 plus, like a lot of Chinese moms used to think it's a healthier choice compared to Coca-Cola.
That's the whole reason why I'm bringing this up, because the perception of a healthier choice. Okay, that aside. So, what do they do? I think this company needs not so much an introduction, but more about a recollection of the brands that they own. So, if we look at the brands, 100 plus is definitely one of them. Okay, then you've got the canned milk. They'll can. They even have a condensed milk that is teh tarik. That is like specifically for teh tarik. I don't know if you realize that if you go to supermarket.
Yeah.
Yes. The seasons drink. Now more and more Chinese New Year. I don't know if you notice, Coca-Cola soft drink is not popular anymore, right, Salene?
Mostly the Kek Hua, the
Kek Hua or green
watermelon.
tea.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then Oishi green tea belongs to them. We've got Carnation. We've got Fruit Tree. I think it's still quite sweet though. Fruit Tree. Okay.
Yes.
If you guys drink milk, do you notice this brand called Farmhouse? It is usually green and pink. Green and blue or pink and blue. It's always eye level. It's like, okay, how I'll show you how it looks like. Farmhouse. Milk. I know in Jaya Grocer they always put it at eye level. This one.
Oh,
Yeah, all right.
yeah.
You look at it, right? Why I noticed is when I was studying Farm Fresh, probably a few months ago, I was going into the grocery store and Jaya Grocer to be specific, looking at all this, and this one they always put at eye level. Premium price. Premium price. Yeah. Okay, so we've got Gold Coin. So yeah, the manufacturer and they distribute all this. Wow, I didn't know Susu Chap Jinjong belongs to them also. Bonyo Spring, Sunkiss. Wow. Mona, even Nestle Bear brand. Wow. Okay, so this is the entire portfolio of the brands. Okay, so you talk about condensed milk, almost everything belongs to them. When you talk about soft drink, I think this is Dato' Lee Chong Wei is an ambassador for 100 plus. Yeah, for 100 plus. If you see billboards, he's one of the ambassadors. Okay, so in terms of business, I think it needs no introduction. What about how do they make money, right? Let's look at how do they make money. How profitable they are. Okay, so looking at this, let's drag it a little bit wider. Okay. COVID didn't seem to damper them at all. You guys realize or not?
But
2020, yeah.
but I think in general terms, like F&B brands, would they be affected by COVID?
No, I think it should
All right.
increase.
Yeah.
Oh, increase, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. If you, I think Salene would know this company, Tongguan.
Someone?
Heard of them, Tongguan?
No.
No. Okay. They make, let me see, Tongguan, they make this biscuit. The every time you go into the coffee shop, if you
The
see the 888 tea,
cream.
the tea leaves,
Ha 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 ha.
888, right? The 888, that
Yeah.
one is made by Tongguan.
Oh.
And they make biscuits. Okay, their biggest industry is actually they make stretch film plastics, but they also do a lot of food, a lot of biscuits. And why I brought up, because it was triggered by what Louis said. Tongguan during COVID, they make a killing. Okay, I wouldn't say make a killing. They make quite a lot of money in Sabah because they were that time during the COVID lockdown and whatever, supplies were scarce, and then they have a very good distribution network. So in Sabah, they were like, distributing it really well, the biscuits, the tea, or whatever, and they made money during COVID lah. So yeah, this Tongguan lah. A lot of people only know them. Usually they know them because of the tea lah.
I know but I heard it's very unhealthy. Yeah.
The tea, is it? The tea leaves, the tea dust. Yeah, I have no opinion on that because I don't drink it that often. But you see all those Coca-Cola packaging, those 24-ton crate, that plastic that covers it, usually it's Tongguan's plastic.
Oh.
That's stretch film lah. That's stretch film. Yeah.
Well, they're quite diversified, though.
Yeah, actually they are among the 3 biggest guys in Malaysia. They Sintex is one of the largest, then Tongguan, and then there's this company in Sungai Petani called SLP Plastics. All 3 of them, I can't remember which one, but if I'm not mistaken, it's Tongguan that supplies the plastic bags, the garbage bags to Japan. If you see recycle garbage bags, plastic bags in Japan, it's actually either Tongguan or Sintex. I can't remember. I think it's Tongguan though. Yeah. And then if you see what do you call it? When you go order sushi and then you see this leaf at the bottom of the sushi packaging.
Oh,
it
the
looks
one
like a
look
leaf.
like the grass.
Yes. It's called a bangkaran. That one is supplied by SLP.
Oh.
In Japan. So that one, to get the health and food standards and then to be allowed, that one SLP mainly supplies that one. So very interesting once you dig deeper lah. But coming back to F&N and coming back to how much they make. Okay, so let's plot it out. Revenue, net income. Okay. Yeah, they did take a hit a little bit lah. I think post-COVID they did take a hit. 383 compared to 395. Okay. Cash flow. Wow. Cash flow hit 1 billion.
Oh, surprisingly.
Yeah, this September was the financial year end. So from if you see 2022, cash flow from operations was only 107. And then now cash flow from operations is 1 billion. So what did they do? Let me see. Did they sell anything? You see this change in other net operating assets. This brought them 389 million. If you want to go deep, to find out, we gotta go deeper lah. What did they do with this change in net operating assets? Yeah, because this one brought in the jumper lah. Because you see, right, net income, you depreciate, almost among the same. And then loss in investments, okay, here's got about 89. Asset write down, so there's actually a loss, 41 million, okay. And then this one, other operating activities, okay. It's roughly the same as what I'm trying to look at, Salene, is what I call outlier numbers. So I look at the trend, and then if it's roughly the same, 2-3% change over the years, then it's like normal. But all of a sudden, pop, one big figure, right? Then I'm trying to figure out what's that big figure.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how I quickly glance, because you just glance at that, right?
You can
Okay.
see roughly the
Roughly the same lah. You see depreciation, amortization. Okay lah. As business grow, is common to depreciate more because you
use
uh,
more of your asset, or you buy more of your asset.
precisely. Then all of a sudden, pop! How come 389 million? This one will raise like a question mark for me. What's this? Yeah. Okay, so now we know what business are they in and are they profitable running. Oh, one more thing, balance sheet. Let's see. Cash and equivalent about 1.03 billion. Okay, let's see whether they are in net cash or net debt. I wouldn't be surprised if they're net cash.
Yeah, net cash.
Net cash, net cash. Okay, so what's the next question after this? So we know what's the business they're in. We know they're profitable. What's the next question?
Who are the audience?
Who are the audience? Okay, me and you, huh? Me, you, and Louis, okay. Do you drink teh tarik often, Salene?
Not really, just once in a while.
Once in a while, huh? I think Louis also very health conscious, right?
Yeah, no, I don't like to drink those like with a lot of condensed milk.
Okay. What about milk? What do you think would be, to answer that question about the audience, right? What do you think will be the trend going forward? Which kind of drinks? Healthier drinks, right?
Yeah.
Healthier drinks, right? So if we look at this brand
Less
portfolio
sugar.
again, right? Are they poised to actually capture that part of the market as well?
Milk.
Let's say let's say this one or unhealthy sugar 100 plus. Occasionally I still drink 100 plus. But what about these two brands? Will these two brands capture seasons?
I think so, because now I see the season like less sugar.
Yes. And then they got green tea. Let's see. Let's see what brands are. You've got the green tea. You've got soya bean. Okay, chrysanthemum, grass jelly. Okay. What other brands are? What about their milk? This one?
Their farmhouse.
Louis, you see it in Miri or not?
Farmhouse, no,
No,
we don't have that in Miri, yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is not a very. I mean, some supermarkets carry it, but not most.
Yeah.
Most people don't carry this.
This one is, I think, for 1 liter. Okay, depending on where. Salene, you remember how much this is? Have you bought this before?
No, I didn't buy this before.
This one premium, This one is about, so Farm Fresh is about 8 ringgit, 7, 8 ringgit, depending on where you buy. This one's about, I think, 9 to 10.
That makes sense on the one.
Yeah, but it tastes, for me, this one tastes much creamier.
Oh.
Much creamier. Yeah. Farmhouse Farm Fresh is like you can taste the freshness, but this one is like really, really creamy lah. Yeah.
It means it has more fat inside, no?
Yeah, more likely lah. Yeah. What usually tastes good isn't really good for health, right?
Not necessarily. In terms of milk, there's been studies showing that the skim milk is worse for your health.
Okay.
Because the sugar content goes up, yeah.
Yeah. This one low fat. I keep on telling my wife, low fat. I said don't drink.
Don't drink low fat things, yeah. Because they have to replace it with something else.
Correct.
Usually sugar or some sugar substitute.
Yeah. So I think we can all align that health drinks will be what is poised for the future. And looking at the portfolio, Salene, do you think that all these are they good? Are they ready for the future trends?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, I'm very aligned to that too. We've got Oishi, you've got the seasons. I think I know a lot of food guys. If you go eat, let's say fish head noodles and you want milk, right? This is a standard. That one,
Yeah.
Carnation, right?
The one with the milk.
Yeah, the one with the milk. Yeah. If you have like curry, if you have green curry, all that, this one is also the preferred brand. Because they don't use coconut milk as much, already, Salene. I don't know if you know.
Because coconut milk is expensive.
Yes, and it's hard to keep the freshness. Yeah, so this is so far the alternative lah, Carnation. Okay, so we've got First question, what business are they in and what do they do? Are they profitable? Okay. The addressable market, I think more towards healthier drinks. They are already. And last but not least, what's the last question?
How cheap are they?
Okay, coming back to valuations. Let's see. So let's plot out next 12 months. Okay, let me do all, and then we do last 12 months. Diluted. Okay. So as you realize, only during COVID, it actually went down. Wow, I'm surprised. Okay. So there was a peak in valuation in 2018. 49 times, almost 50 times last 12 months. And then next 12 months, 32 times. And I think if you look at the mean, it's about 22 times for next 12 months or forward. And then last 12 months, the mean is about 23 times. Now it's going for about 19 times, 18 times. What does it mean, Salene?
Oh, the mean. I'm not sure.
Okay. So remember I shared
Oh,
about
it's the PE.
the PE, correct. Correct. So what this means is this. From the high to the low, the high is 33 times and the low is 12 times. Okay. This is next 12 months. That means what they project the earnings is going to be. Okay. And then they value it today. This is the valuation. The band is between 33 and 13 in a way. Okay. Now it's about 19. So it's actually closer to the top or closer to the bottom?
Closer to the bottom.
Correct. So what does it mean?
It's cheaper.
Yes. You may not be able to catch it at 12 times anymore. 12 times was when? 12 times was, wow.
Just ago, I believe.
Wow. Here. Wait, next. Yeah. Many, many years ago. Yeah. The rest has been 20 times. So I'm actually quite surprised. It's a good pick, Salene. It's actually quite reasonably priced, quite cheap. Seriously. You see, last 12 months, that means trailing. Okay, trailing. The mean is 23. That means the right in the middle is 23 times. Okay. The high is 50 times, 49, 49.7. The low is 13 times. Okay. Right now it's 18. So it's actually closer to the bottom as well, closer to the low side. So this is how I see it. I mean, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find a band. Where is the band? This is the band. Okay. And I'm trying to see whether if I'm buying closer to the higher part of the band or lower part of the band. Yeah.
Oh, so another way to check whether they're cheaper is to see the trend.
Yes. I mean, this is complete all the way from 2006, Yeah. Actually, this is what I've been trying to showcase every time we do it. So virtually is look at the band. Where are they priced? What is the market pricing them to be? Now, there may be a reason why they're pricing them here. It's because they're saying that, F&N, you're in Malaysia only, you're in a saturated market, you're not growing as fast, then I'm not giving you. Because why companies are given high PE is because they expect them to grow. Okay, so let's just say I give you PE of 100 today, Salene, 100, but you're growing your sales at 100% a year. So that means you double 1 year. Every year you double. Okay. So what happens? I give you, let's say, PE of 100, but your earnings, you're going to grow 100% next year. So what happens to the PE?
Your
PE becomes?
Decrease,
right? By how much? If I grow 1x, my PE becomes half, assuming price remains the same. You understand?
Or your earning increase what?
Your earning increase, okay.
Shouldn't your PE increase?
No, okay. Let's just say price is $1. Okay, and my earnings, let's just say, is 50 cents. Okay, so $1 divided by 50 cents, my PE is 2 lor. Correct. But then if I increase my earnings,
yes.
my earnings become $1. I double,
Yeah,
I double, okay. So my PE becomes 1, So that means my PE actually half from 2 lah. 2 become 1 or half. So what investors usually do when they want to price it forward, when they say next 12 months or when they price it forward, is that how fast is your earnings growing? If your earnings is growing at a certain percentage, like I give easy math will be, let's say 100% lah. So 100%, that means every year you half your PE, So they said okay lah, I pay PE or 100 is fine. Because next year is going to be 50. The year after is going to be 25.
It's increasing.
Correct. Assuming price remains the same lah. Okay, let's fix the price, but earnings double. Okay. Now I see this light bulb going out already. So whenever we do valuations, we try to make a guesstimate how earnings is going to be in the future. And when we pay, we want to say, hey, can I pay what is reasonable today for their future growth? That is the whole reason for valuation. You get what I mean? Because business, you see, right? If you come back to financials again, because business, we know, in order for you to survive, you have to grow your sales, you have to grow your earnings, right?
Yeah.
Right. And what we try to do as an investor is says, can we make reasonable predictions on how well the company will do? That's why we ask how, the third question is how big this market can grow, ma. So we know that in the past, you've got milk, you've got 100 plus, but now the trend is going healthier drinks. Are they ready or not? If they don't have all these things, then in my mind as an investor, oh my God, this is a dinosaur company. They're not going to future trends. They're not following, or they're not taking ownership of what the younger generation wants to drink. You see what I mean? That's why if you see Coca-Cola, all these, right? All of them, like Heaven and Earth belongs to Coca-Cola, you know?
That one I know.
Okay, Heaven and Earth, Minute Maid belongs to them. Dasani mineral water belongs to them.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, Quaker Oat, who do you think it belongs to? You know Quaker?
Yeah.
Oat.
Don't tell me Coca-Cola also.
Pepsi. Pepsi owns Quaker Oat.
Oh.
So you see, soda company owning healthy stuff. So you see, that's the trend. They know that unhealthy food, people are getting more conscious about health, you know. They have to start owning. And you know who is the largest green tea supplier or distributor in Japan?
I don't know.
My hint to you is not Japanese.
Then?
It's Coca-Cola. Because they own Ayataka tea.
Oh, the drink.
Yes. They own Ayataka.
Oh.
So, interesting, right, Salene?
Yeah.
So now, looking at F&N, they just, one more interesting thing, which is not here yet. You know Lot 10 Gummy Gummy? The sweet Lot 10 Gummy Gummy? Salene, I don't know whether, okay, maybe Louis may not know. Lot 10. Let me find it.
This one, yeah.
Yeah, Lot 100, sorry, not Lot 10, Lot 100. Yeah.
Lot 10 is the mall, right?
Yeah, Lot 10 is the mall. This is the sweet, okay. This used to be owned by another listed company called Coca-Land. Okay. They started off selling sweets, trading sweets, and then they came out with this product. This is their killer product, right? F&N just bought them last year, Louis. Yeah, they bought it for 700 million. So the whole family exited. Now it belongs to F&N.
Wow.
Yeah, and F&N, actually the parent company, you know who or not? I mean, parent in Singapore and in Thailand. It's actually Chang Beer.
Oh.
Yeah, they take over.
Charoen, something, I can't even pronounce his name. Yeah. So the ultimate owner of F&N, the whole brand, is actually the Chang family.
Yeah. Interesting.
Interesting.
Okay, so time restraint. Let's okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, maybe we take one more question. If Salene, do you have any questions for John before we close, and then we can.
Yeah.
If the Thai family take over, would it be better for the company in terms of export?
It depends. I think in terms of export, how they want to segregate, it really boils down to their strategy going forward. Like why I say it depends is because you look at Nestle Malaysia, Nestle Pakistan is another listed entity altogether, or Nestle India. So, but Nestle Malaysia exports Nescafe, Milo overseas. Nescafe, Nestle Malaysia's Milo plant is one of the largest in the world. Okay, so they only focus on certain products that they'll export outside, and then most of the other products they have to keep inside, because it boils down to the strategy of the company based in Switzerland. They said, okay, certain products we export, certain products we keep. So going forward for F&N, I think you need to read deeper on what is the strategy for certain products, because certain product, let's say 100 plus, you try to sell in Thailand, there's Red Bull over there. So, it has to look at individual products on a case-by-case basis, whether it makes sense or not. Because culturally, here in Malaysia, we don't drink Red Bull as much, But you go to Thailand, it's a standard drink. You get me?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so sweet though.
Yeah, but that's the energy drink, because a lot of Thai people work long hour service industry, right? They need that energy booster. Okay, so I think chocolate doesn't travel very well also. Certain products also don't travel well. If you go to the US, people look at Cadbury. What is this? This is a piece of cardboard box. No, serious. I didn't know that, But
So
if you
how
go,
to say? How they don't like it, is it?
they don't like it. It's too sweet, it's too soft. Okay. If you go over to Europe, Cadbury is accepted because UK and all that kind of thing, and Europe, right? But if you go there and you try to sell Hershey's is not very well accepted in the UK. Again, cultural thing, is it? So I think this warrants a more nuanced study of each product. Like, to your question, whether is it easier? It's not just whether the family wants it. It's more about whether that product can sell in different regions, different tastes. You get what I mean? Like Nescafe, they export almost 100 tons here to Middle East. Why? Because our halal chop more recognizable than Australian halal or whatever. So then Malaysia is a secular Islamic country. So it makes sense that, a lot of our halal products are actually exported, to
It's like boost the confidence of the market.
Precisely. Again, all these are little nuances that you have to study individual products. So I hope I answer your question, Salene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we have covered a lot of grounds already for Salene. Hopefully you have already gained some idea around what to do. I think John also gave you some pointers on what to do next. I think other than just looking at the macro kind of view, the pricing, everything we've discussed, maybe you can do a little bit more study, and then maybe in the follow-up episode, you can tell us if you decided to buy or not, okay? So that wraps up today's episode of Financial Audit. Now over to you, our audience. Are you like Salene, someone who is thinking of buying your first stock? What did you think of today's analysis of F&N? Leave a comment below. If you enjoy content like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell. Thanks for tuning in today, and we hope to see you in our next episode. Bye-bye.